Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be creating a C++ stack using an array. So we just created a video using an introduction of stack. So this video will be like a second part. We'll create a stack using C++ using an array. So let's begin. So what we're gonna do is create a class called stack. This is where we will create everything and set public and set private. So in private, since we are creating a stack using an array, we will create an array of, for this let's create a size of 100, and we will set off our top index since we will have, since array, while popping an array and like viewing an array, we can only use from the one direction, that is at the end, from the top. So we need the index of where we are at the array to view or get or pop the value. So what are the private what are the function that we discussed on the video? It was push, pop, top, size and empty. So push, so the push will not return anything, but we'll create an integer, so we'll get a value. Let's not do this. And pop will return a value, and it doesn't get pop returns, removes the last element and returns the top value. Int top, this returns the top value, but will not remove anything. Size of an array, int size, and at last will be iterating bool is empty. Or we can get this. Okay, so these are the basic functionalities, and these are the data that we will be using, data structure that we will be using. Basically array, and another is an integer that will keep track of the top index. So let's create the first functionality, that is push. Push that takes an input val, and what it does is it increases the top index and gives the element as top index to the value. Okay, so this is basically what it does, is increases the top index and pushes into the array. So let's do pop. Since this returns the value, we will keep a track of value in here. Since we can only remove the top index element, we will set val at the top index. We will remove the top index by top element by reducing it. So basically what happens is, if we have this in an array and only we have removed 4, and at first the 4 was as a top index, the array still have other elements, the array has still other elements, because the array is basically of size 10, but we are at 4. So, and these elements are like a garbage value. So if this top index is at 4, we're keeping the track of where we are, we're increasing the top index where we're pushing and replacing this value. So if we are popping, we can just create put the top index here, which will basically count this as a garbage value. So this is what we are doing at pop. So then we return val, since pop also returns a value. So after pop, what we have top, so what dot, it just returns the value, it doesn't do anything. So at the end we have int size. So basically for size, let's initialize it, the top index, with 0, so that it is easier to determine the size. So int stack size, the size of an array or size of an stack is basically, we can give it by using top top index, because we are keeping track of the top index. We are only increasing the top index when we push, and we are decreasing the top index when we like decrease. So we can return top index +1, because we have our top index start from 0. No, let's not do, since let's start from -1, because we're increasing the top index before we're putting in. So so if it doesn't if the size, if we haven't put anything, -1 + 1 will be 0. So let's keep it -1. And at the end, what do we have? Bool empty. So int, it's not in bool, stack empty, return. So what we can do is we can just count the size. If size plus stack stack dot size equals to 0, return question mark true, false. So using ternary operator. So let's run the, so I forgot a semicolon over here. So or semicolon over here. So it runs. Let's write some examples. So we will create the stack S. We will print the s.size to check if we are printing it correctly. Yep, the size is 0. s.push 1, s.push 2, the size is 2. Let's check the top. The top value is the top value is 2, we pop the value to check if something. Okay, top value is 1, the size is 1. Okay, this is basically it. We have created the stack using an array. In the next video we'll be creating a stack using a linked list to show dynamic size stack. This was not a dynamic size, this was like a fixed size, because I create the fixed size of array inside the private data member. So we created the push, which pushes the data element, pop, which removes the data element, which checks the top element, size gives of the size of a stack, and empty gives if the size is empty or not. Also we can what we can also do is check if the stack is full, and give error. And here we can also do like, that's like a security feature, like check if the stack is empty and give error. That's like the security feature on the, like we should not be able to push over the limit of an array, and we should not be able to pop when there is no element of the. So yeah, we could have done that. Yeah, that's an extra step for the security, but basically as we carried out push, pop, top, size, and empty. So I think that's enough for introductory stack using array. So thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you like this video, gives a thumbs up. I'll be soon uploading the stack using a linked list, so stay tuned, and thank you guys.